Pippa, we're going to see Joey.
Hey there, this is Polly, Pepper, and Auntie Flo, and we're here with our good friends in Calgary, Canada, to hear about Joey's story, a little bit about us. I'm Polly Fletcher. I am a transformational life coach, shifting and breaking through your glass ceiling of what your anticipated income and wealth goals are. And this is Auntie Florence, Pepper's auntie.
Nice to meet you in Canada.
She has been prolific writing poems to Pepper for the last 2 years. We've curated 3 books of poems, and we are ready to share it and read it to our friends all over the world. And here they are. Pep, look, it's your doppelganger. Yeah, Joey. Hi, Joey, baby.
Hi, Joey. Hi.
And this is Lauren.
Hi.
In Calgary, Canada. Lauren, tell us just a little bit about you.
Well, lived in Calgary since 2000.
Yeah.
And met my husband here. Moved a ton of times. And poor Joey, I mean, he's 11, and he's probably moved about 8 times.
How did you guys, wait, you're also a coach, but you're a very specific coach because you've been helping me a lot on decluttering. Tell us just a quick little bit about that. So, just kind of get to know you a little bit.
Okay. I am a clutter clearing coach. Try and say that 3 times.
Clutter clearing coach. Ooh, that's a toughie.
It can be, yes. And it's proving to be quite popular and something that a lot of people can need help with. And I can help them. So it's not just clearing physical clutter, it's also clearing mental clutter, computer clutter, emotional clutter. But I help you get beneath all your clutter. What is it that keeps your clutter in place so that you can actually release those underlying emotions and clear your clutter and get on with life.
Fabulous. Fabulous. So let's meet Joey. Hey, little man.
He's shaking up a storm right now, so
well, let's try and get to know him. I really love what you wrote about him, that he just loves to play. He has some really fun toys, Ball and Kong and Piggy. Pepper loves to play too. You know, a lot of people think maybe that little dogs are specifically lap dogs, but they're very highly energetic. They love to run and jump, and they do need room for that.
Absolutely. Joey just loves his favorite toys are his little ball to play Piggy in the middle with, and his Kong, and he looks forward to Daddy getting home at the end of the day so that we can go play Kong in the park.
And you are, like me, pretty much a stay-at-home puppy mommy.
Yes.
Doing work from home, so that really helps. How often are you taking Joey out?
He gets a couple of walks a day, and sometimes 3. But usually, in the morning. And then again, when Daddy comes home, we go for some pretty good long walks, and he loves to sprint, so that's his favorite thing to do is Daddy will throw the Kong, and Daddy's got an awesome baseball arm, and he'll fly to go grab that thing and grab it and throw it up in the air and catch it, and it's one of those things that just goes all over the place. So he's got some pretty good agility skills with it.
Yeah, Daddy plays with Pep a lot of agility, and Mommy's more taking Pep out for play dates and walks.
That sounds like me too.
Yeah. Just share with us, how has your fur child impacted your, Lauren and I have a lot of similarities. Both of our husbands are named Rob, and we both have two black Shih Tzu. Pep's a Shih Tzu poodle, and Joey is a Shih Tzu.
He's a Bichon Shih Tzu poodle.
Bichon Shih Tzu poodle, and Pepper's a Maltese Shih Tzu poodle. Yeah. So a lot of those three mixes, but gives great personalities.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what is the one thing that, how Joey makes a difference in your life? You and Rob.
He's such a wonderful companion. He's always there for both of us and loves his cuddle time and just really special. He'll do drive-by hellos, and he'll walk by you, and as he's walking by you, he'll nudge you with his nose. I'm here, hello, and then he'll keep on going. It's he's got a special little personality, and I couldn't imagine life being without him. He's just a beautiful little dog and the most special little personality you can imagine. And we've been able to nurture that since he was 6 weeks old when we brought him home.
Oh, that is so wonderful, Lauren. And also great that you guys have been able to, be around, like both of us are kind of stay-at-home mommies for our kids. And, I know that sometimes that's not always possible. But I think that these little guys really love being in their pack.
Absolutely. He thinks of us like his pack, and it's funny. He's got his routine. So when Daddy gets home, he's staring at us already. It's time for his walk, time to go play Kong. And then, dinner, he gets his chew, and he's staring at us again like, okay, where is it?
Right.
And then, after dinner, it's like, all right, everybody, let's go downstairs and have some quality time together downstairs. So, and then he knows when it's bedtime, and he'll sit there and stare at us, and it's like, okay, now it's time to go to bed. It's like, who's
now
really
for bedtime? Okay, so let's have our viewers kind of take a quick little poll. We'll have them sort of respond back to us, and then we'll get into our poetry reading that Auntie prepared special for that Auntie and Pepper prepared special for Joey.
Nice.
So the big question of the day is to sleep in the bed or not to sleep in the bed?
Well, that's an interesting one. Joey has a routine for that too. He's had his phases where it's like he wants to go up on the bed and sleep with us for the night. You wouldn't even know he's on there.
Yeah, because they're so little.
And he's quiet. He will not budge all night long. It's his latest routine, and the one that he really sticks to is he will sleep in his own bed, in our bedroom.
Yeah.
And then in the mornings, it's cuddle time. So then he comes up on the bed in the mornings for a little while, and I'll get up. I'll get ready for my day if it's during the week, and he'll lay there and sleep in. And he kind of, if you kind of look, he's watching you, and he knows what you're up to, and he'll just when he's ready, he'll get up.
Wow.
That's such an easygoing personality like that. And on the weekends, definitely cuddle time in the mornings before we all get up.
That's great. Well, I know Pep likes to sleep. He primarily, we go to bed, he sleeps in the bed. He has charge of the whole bed. He wakes up in the middle of the night, readjusts his position. Sometimes he's sleeping next to Daddy, then next to me. And then rarely am I the one to get up first. He's always up first and greeting me with a full face wash. Yeah.
It's funny you talk about realigning him. We often have to do that with Joey because he'll stretch himself out sideways.
Yeah.
And he's a long
dog. Upside down with the paws dripping over.
Exactly.
Well, let's get to these poems. how this kind of came about is Pepper really influenced Auntie to be a poet. And so she started texting Pepper a dialogue, really, of just sort of channeling Pepper, and then through me channeling perhaps his response. And so for about 2 years, Auntie has been sending poems regularly, and then I read them to Pepper and then send back a response of what perhaps it might be, channeled through us. So that's kind of how things started. And so we wanted to really open this up, and it's just a different idea of reading to our fur children. So I've been reading to Pep for about 2 years, Auntie's poems, and he really loves it. And it's a routine we've just gotten into. So we thought we would share it with our friends.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So for Joey, Auntie,
Yes.
go ahead.
Oh, I'm anxious. I want to do this right now. Hi, Joey. Auntie and Peppa have noticed you like to play ball. Yes, you certainly give it your all. Maybe Daddy can give you a lesson or two. Develop a plan. It's all up to you. Maybe we can travel with the team. We are Celtics fans. Therefore, you must eat your beans. Think about it. It's not as bad as it may seem. That's the end of that poem.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
So in thinking about how important it is for fur kids to, really be stimulated, to have that playtime. You and I both shared, they get something from Daddy, they get more of that aggressive playtime, they work on their agility and their skills, and it really helps them to be interactive, not bored, inquisitive,
Yes.
much better children, right? And so I think about this poem much about, as if we're teaching kids or people who are looking at wanting to get emotional support animals for themselves, or bring a fur child into the family. And this poem is really sort of to stimulate that, whatever fur child that you bring into your home, you really have to make that time for interaction and play, because they get bored and they need that stimulation to be well-rounded children.
Yes.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. He definitely gets that. He's had the nurturing since he was, like I said, 6 weeks old, and he's really come into his own, and we talk to him like a child, and he understands exactly, and it just still amazes us to this day.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and I have to comment, my beautiful grandmother, who passed away a few years ago, had the opportunity to meet Joey, and vice versa. And Rob and I still comment and chuckle to this day. One of her comments that she made, because she saw the way we spoke to Joey and how he responded, and one of her comments was, he's just like a little person. And that makes us just glow with warmth, and we look at each other and chuckle, because they really are just like little people. And I remember hearing you say something about they're not a pet, and I couldn't imagine calling him my pet. He is really my fur baby.
Yeah.
Right, Auntie?
Absolutely.
What do you often say to your friends about Pepper?
Oh my God. Well, actually, he feels like my baby, not your baby. Really. I would take care of him in a minute.
Yeah. He is kind of your baby too.
Yes, he is.
But Auntie, you're always telling your friends, Pepper understands.
Yes.
He understands every word.
Every word he does. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you have another poem planned for Joey.
Joey, yes, I do. Okay, Joey, here we go. Hi, Joey. Pepper loves to rock and roll. His auntie says it will save his soul. Sometimes he disobeys. He is so happy when he gets his own way. Joey, please join Pepper and play. You are like two peas in a pod. Joey is adorable, and Auntie could sing a song. Let's run, chase the ball, play piggy and Kong. Bring it on home. We won't be long.
Yay!
Yay! So, just, in wrapping it up, it's really, if we were to say, someone was to come and ask us, what is the right situation to bring in a child? And there's so many, things to consider. But this one today is really about stimulation, increasing their thinking, their problem solving, even though, specialists and all of the intellectual and researchers say that they probably only have a 2 to 3 year old brain, they still are able to problem solve. They remember, and they really like to be challenged and have good stimulation. You don't want, if both of you are really busy working, that's not always a great situation. It gets really boring. And, especially these little guys, the smaller the dog, the more they really need to bond and cling to the pack versus, bigger dogs are a little bit more adjusted perhaps to being on their own.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And for me to be able to be home with him during the day has just been absolutely golden. And I know he loves it. He loves the fact that I'm at home with him, and he loves his weekends with the both of us home together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Lauren, thank you for sharing your story and bringing Joey on and letting us get to meet him. I can't believe how much he looks like Pepper's twin.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And thank you very much, Auntie, for the poems about Joey. Those are so precious.
Oh, thank you. It made me very happy to recite these poems.
And thank you, Polly, for having me on.
Yep. Okay. Love you. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's cute.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So I think that was great, and we'll go ahead and say goodbye, and that's a wrap for today. And we just want to remind our viewers to go ahead and make a comment. Let us know what you do if you let your fur child sleep in the bed or in a crate or whatever it is. We're just dying to know. All right, bye for now.
Bye-bye. Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's nice. She liked that. She's waiting.